Hi and welcome to Beyond the Racing Line, the Formula One podcast by fans, for fans. I tell you what, shots have been fired. Take your shot. Who's next? We saw Verstappen go hard at the championship, and then on the weekend we saw a huge response by Lando Norris at the Mexican Grand Prix, and it was an absolute ripper in my opinion. It's made the championship incredibly close, and we're going to talk all about it. We're back with Tristan Pocock. Hello, mate.
Hello, mates.
Enjoy your little holiday.
Sure did.
We're a little late, but that wasn't the reason why. And Shane. Hello, Shane Freer.
Evening, how are you today, Roger?
Oh,
Byron?
I never used your full name. I was like, use Tristan's. How did you enjoy the race weekend?
That's terrific. Lots going on. Action aplenty.
It was a beauty, wasn't it?
Didn't get the result that we personally wanted, but it was terrific.
Yeah, I usually get down in the dumps when I don't get the result I want, but not this time. I was like, still such a great race. Championship's on.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. Apart from the result.
Apart from the result. Exactly right. It'll be a good one to discuss, I think. We ask this question all the time. Give me a race ranking.
8.
8.5 for me.
Okay.
8.5. It would have been a 9 if the virtual safety car didn't come at the end, I reckon. But anyway.
Yes. Yeah. It was for a race that just got better and better as the race went on.
Yeah.
Which you don't often say. Quite often you get all the action at the start of the races and then it peters out as everyone sort of gets themselves into their natural racing pace and position. Whereas this one didn't have that, and then we're just robbed of that grand finale, as Shane said, by that virtual safety car. Who has the pace? You guys were all about Red Bull coming into this weekend.
Yes, I was.
Where are you at now?
Jeez. Yeah, I think still Red Bull for me. I'm not ready to fully jump off ship after one bad weekend. Mm-hmm. So no, I'll stick with him.
Okay.
Yep, I'll stick with him.
Shane? Lando.
Jeez, you two are good. I'll give you credit. You stayed fat for one race. Race.
I feel I'm good at that.
You stayed fat for one race.
Yep.
Shane, you've moved around.
Well,
you flip-flopped.
A 30-second gap sort of shows that. Well, it could have just been a track that suited the McLaren, even though we didn't predict that.
Yeah.
Although I did predict Lando to win.
I think you did, actually.
I predicted a max win.
So you can give me a bit of credit too.
I'll give you a little bit of that credit, but yeah. And tell me, right, let's get this off the table. Who's winning the championship from here?
Well, it's probably one of the McLaren boys now. I think Max has sort of taken a step backwards, which sounds silly because he still gained. Mm-hmm. He still got closer to the championship.
Yep.
He's going to need what? He's going to need 10 or 15 more per weekend.
Assuming there's not an incident between the boys.
No, and that's it. Like if that's just head to head, and then the thing there's a Ferrari and a Mercedes are going to get in the way now. Like eventually, like one or two or all four of them. And then there's the likelihood. I mean, God, Bearman had a weekend of his lifetime, and then we've seen Hulk get in the way as well. So it's not as straightforward as just 1, 2, and 3 in that order. So that's going to bode well for him because of the points he needs. But he's going to need 10 or 15. I still think he can get it.
Who? Max.
Max.
Oh, without doubt.
I still think he can get it.
Lando, unfortunately, and I've said it all year.
For Lando?
I've said it all year that there's no way in hell that Zach is letting Oscar win, and I've said it all year. And much as I want Oscar to win,
we need Sam here for the tinfoil hat.
Oh, it's a tinfoil hat for sure, absolutely. So now that he's got that 1 point lead, Zach's not letting that go.
I'm with Oscar. I'm still with.
Yeah, I'm
confidently with Oscar. It's
hard to be confident at the moment with it.
No, well, yes, exactly. Like, do I know? No, I don't. But I'm confident Oscar can get more points from here until the end of the season.
And look, it's basically level pegging, isn't it?
It is.
We're even.
Yeah, it is level pegging, but I think the next part of our season is going to come back to Oscar, whereas we've seen that the last two races haven't been in his favour. But I think he's going to be able to pick up enough points. I'm with you. I think Max is too far behind. to be able to pick up enough points. Is he still in it? Absolutely. I think for him to win it, he's going to need both the McLaren boys to trip over.
Yep. And they very well could.
And that is absolutely
They very
right.
well could.
Yep.
They, do you think... Well, Mons has been in the back of my mind for the last 48 hours because of the margin. And
3 more points.
3 points are just...
Well, it's actually 6 because it's a 3-point turnaround as well, isn't it?
Just my gut tells me that in 4 weeks' time, maybe
that might be really important.
It's going to be more important than what it already is, and that it's just going to become this huge thing.
Unfortunately for Oscar, if you look at his results in these 4 tracks left last year, weren't very good.
No, but he wasn't very good in loads of tracks last year.
Yeah.
And he's turned it around so many places this year.
So his time management was, you think, wasn't boding well.
I was more concerned after Austin because he wasn't sure why. And that when you're not sure why, that worries me.
Knock on the boss's door.
Yeah, but that worries me. That worries me when you don't know why you're not as fast. And he believed he came up with the answers through the race in Mexico, and that they had a bit of a look at it. And Andrea Stella was a bit the same. He's like, well, yeah, look, it's just 2 tracks that haven't suited him, but his driving style is going to suit the next few tracks. And so, yeah, I'm confident. I mean, the one thing that we have done probably all year is write off Oscar's ability to learn from these situations. I think probably Austin wasn't helped by the sprint race incident. He didn't get enough opportunity to learn, and then I think that sort of flowed into this one. Whereas, yeah, I think we'll see when he needs to. He's going to be able to make some adjustments.
It's magnified a little bit more at the moment, isn't it? Because we're at the pointy end. We're almost ready to crown our champion. And he's going in the wrong direction at the wrong time.
Yep.
But that Lando had this slump mid-year where, he had an engine blow up, then he crashed himself into the wall in Canada, and then he had his weekends where it just, his 5th and 6th places, he's had a couple of those as well. So, yeah, it's just, that's why it's magnified a bit more, isn't it? Whereas you forget that Lando had that slump mid-year.
It'll be exciting. Is this a season that we're expecting at the start of the year? Remember, start of the year, we were all very up and about this season because everyone's going to come together because the cars are starting to come together. Finally, by this end of the season, it's all a bit too late for Mercedes and for Ferrari and for Red Bull in a way. Like they didn't come quite to the party quite quick enough. But this is the season we're expecting. It is brilliant racing. I mean, the one thing, the year where everybody was still in it in the last round.
Yes.
What's that, 11?
Yep.
No.
2011, where we had
10,
4 left.
2010.
10 was it? Where we had four left going into the last round.
Yeah, we had it in 10, and then we had
12.
We had 3 in 11, and then we had
11.
12.
Vettel dominated 11 and 13. It was 10 and 12.
Sorry, 10, 12.
10 and 12, yeah. So, they were wonderful seasons, but the difference between that season and this season is, this season, it seems like anybody on the grid, and I mean anybody, and maybe not the Alpines, can put themselves into a podium push for a race.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't quite seen it a couple of times, but I'll tell you what, we've seen it a few times this season. And for anyone, that's one of the great things about this year is that we've seen the Haas boys nearly push for a podium. We've seen Hülkenberg grab a podium in what was an absolute basket case of a team last year.
Yeah.
And so this season has been fantastic for that, and we've got a championship battle well and truly on right deep into the season. So, yeah, it's going to go down as a goodie, I think.
Where's Aston Martin's best result this year? What?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I reckon he got a 4th. I reckon Alonso got a 4th at one stage.
Yep.
I reckon Stroll was on for a decent result, but I can't remember if it came off or not. But yeah, so that aspect of things. I mean, we talk about some fantastic years in the past, but we've also had in those years drivers 4 seconds off a lap, whereas this year it's just not the case. So yeah, it's a beauty. I thought there was something else we need to discuss before we got into it. Let's get into the race. It was a Lando domination, and like I said on the opener, we saw Max. Max has been putting in, and it took until Austin to make him say, "Yep, we're on," and he was starting to sound a little bit confident. Where he had been the informed driver, the car had sort of made a bit of a turnaround, and we knew that he was in this hunt, and it was going to take another big moment from a McLaren to stop that bit of wave of momentum for Max Verstappen, and we saw Lando Norris stand up beautifully across the weekend, and he was nearly faultless, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's what 30.2 second margin. I think
unusual
it was,
too.
like that.
You don't
Massive
see drivers
margin.
drive away anymore.
No.
It was the biggest margin of the year.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I would have nearly thought it was the biggest margin in quite a few years, because it just doesn't seem the thing to do. It seems like it's a waste of time because of the probability of a safety car or something like that. They don't want to cook their tyres too much, but he was just happy getting on with things, wasn't he?
And even to miss out in FP1 as well, because he sat out because Pato Award was doing his test, so ready to go, and that might have even fired him up and spurred him on that, I actually don't have time to muck around here. I need to be on at the moment I get in. And he was.
Yeah.
And he was.
He got pole, I think, last time he sat at FP1 out as well.
Yep.
So, but it was so faultless across the weekend.
Interesting to see that he's turned his data off on his steering wheel, which I looked at over the course of the last couple of days. Since Monaco, he's termed his differential between sectors and cars behind him has disappeared from the display, and he is just driving with the feel and then the radio as well. So something
there's plenty of data coming in through the radio, but
nuances of what he's doing.
You got to find what works for you, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yep. So it's what he needed for his championship push, that's for sure, and now has a bunch of momentum going into some more interesting races. Oscar, on the other hand, if we're thinking about our man Oscar, qualified very poorly, was a long way off across practice sessions, across qualifying. I was waiting for him to just, every now and then it looked like, oh no, he's back in there, and Lando would do a lap and then would just blow him away again. It's whatever this track is at the moment does not suit him and his driving style, and he said that. He openly said that he's got to drive it in a way that isn't natural to him.
I was concerned after FP1 to see him fourth. That was immediate alarm bells for me. That knowing that there were nine rookies in that session. No, it should have been first. It should have just been, I am finishing this session P1, and he just wasn't.
Tell me though, like he doesn't do that.
No, he doesn't.
That's not his
thing.
But
knowing how many lead drivers or
A
gamers that were out and not in that session, it was just first was the minimum. It couldn't be anything less for me. And then to see him fourth, knowing what Lewis wasn't there, Lando wasn't there, etc., etc. You just go on and on. This goes on, and they just weren't there, and he was fourth. So that was a worry.
Yeah, for Matt,
even out practice by Kimi.
That's very much an Oscar thing, though, isn't he? He builds his weekend across the weekend. But as the weekend went on, that's when I started to get a bit concerned, and the margin was the one that was concerning me. But he had a better race than what he was looking like he was going to have.
I thought his race was terrific, and then I grappled with that. Is it because he was out of position? Did it look better than what it was because it was a poor start? And when you look at who was in front of him, I mean, he really is faster than the Mercedes, which was a little bit of an easier kill in the end. He's quicker than Bearman. I think it was 0.012 per lap. He was quicker across the duration of the Grand Prix than Bearman, but didn't quite get him at the end. So you look at like those chassis and those drivers, and he is quicker than them, and that was something I don't know.
Well, for me, he wasn't. Starting that race, I was like, oh, he's going to really struggle if he can't lift his pace. He's going to really struggle because it wasn't like he was out of position because he made a mistake in qualifying.
No, but
he was out of position on speed.
Yeah, but then
that's the part that I was stressed about.
He got caught in Max's
dirt.
Really,
the dirt was amazing. Wasn't it?
Because they went four wide, and then Oscar comes in right on the dirt tracks that Max kicks back on, and then that sends Oscar.
And he talked about
well.
this. He talked about this. He goes, I just hit a patch of dirt that kicked up out of nowhere, and I had no grip. He at least made it to turn two, unlike some other people that we know. But that threw him a long way back. I think they said 11th. I don't know if he was ever in 11th position, but he was certainly in 9th position for a long time. It was, once again, I mean, it was one of those situations. You didn't get a horrible start.
No.
But it was just that when you're in traffic, these sorts of things do happen to you. That's why you want to be qualifying up the pointy end.
You've talked about how the McLaren doesn't work in traffic all year long.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, but then he worked his way through it, and he had to work for it because
Yep.
he didn't have all the speed. He sort of just ticked it off, and then just when it looked like he was going to get an undercut on the Mercedes, which is going to be a nice little bonus for him, the McLaren boys managed to slow his lap down and gave him a 3.9 second lap, which meant that he couldn't get the undercut done and he was stuck back behind Russell, but then eventually got the job done, but he stuck at it for such a long time, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was an interesting one, and then was part of the crew that pitted Hurley for the last stop, which was a little bonus. I wasn't expecting that last pit stop.
No.
It just added a bit more spice to it.
It certainly did. Yeah, it certainly did. But yeah, so for overall, I mean, it was a good recovery, but it certainly isn't good enough for what he needs in the championship at the moment.
No.
He's going to be needing a whole lot more come Brazil. But yeah, I'm confident he can score more points from here, but it'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting. I thought Brazil was actually this weekend.
No, it's
I was working towards a triple header, and then I noticed on Monday, I was like, oh, no, we're not there yet. So, anyway.
I was worried about his ability. He just seems to struggle out of those slow corners with traction, so that worries me, those twisty parts in.
Yep. Well, yeah, and it has been a big issue for his, but different type of slow corners, I think.
And rain is forecast in Brazil for the weekend.
That makes me
all 4 days.
Yeah, but it's a long way out yet. But
True, but
yeah,
if we get 4 days of rain, then it's throw a blanket over 22 and pick your winner, to be quite honest.
We just picked Max.
Oh, well, I was going to say...
Max in the rain around here is magnificent.
It is. Did you see his helmet this morning? Oh, I'm already excited for it.
I did not.
It's glorious.
Oh, what is it? Is it a special helmet?
It is. It's gold, and it's blue, and it's green, and it's Brazil, and then him, posing, I was just like, no.
Not particularly special then.
Oh, it's pretty special. I liked it.
Coming in second place, we saw Charles Leclerc getting the job done. Are you convinced about the Ferraris yet, Tristan?
No.
Why not?
Because they didn't win.
No, they didn't win.
So they didn't win. He had a fantastic weekend. I thought it was probably Lewis's best weekend, to be quite honest. But no, I'm not. No, I'm not, because
they haven't turned it around.
They haven't turned it around across the duration of the season.
So Yuki Tsunoda's allowed to put it in the points, and that's a pass.
That's just
Ferrari
a pass.
Don't get a pass if they become second.
Oh, I never said they failed. I'm just saying they haven't. For me, they haven't turned it around. It's still... If you go and ask a Ferrari fan, are you pleased with this season? The answer is no.
They've turned it around. There is absolutely no doubt about that. Are they where they want to be? Not quite.
No, it doesn't.
They're ebbing and flowing with Mercedes still. 1 week Mercedes is there, and next week Ferrari. And this week was a Ferrari track, even though obviously Lewis with his penalty finished a fair bit down.
Yeah, the battle in points is only 1 point in second place for the constructors at the moment.
Yes.
Between Mercedes and Ferrari, it is it's incredibly close at the moment.
And it's probably advantage Ferrari there because of their driver combination.
Well, now that Lewis seems to have found a little bit.
He's got a little bit of a handle on what's going on.
Yep.
And as I said, I thought this weekend was Lewis's best weekend. Yes, Charles was second, but...
He's got a case of the science at the moment, hasn't he, Lewis, where... He's found some pace all of a sudden, but then makes mistakes.
Yes.
All the time, which,
but then
makes them disappear.
Science is scoring podiums, though, which is the difference.
What's that?
Well, Science is scoring podiums, though.
Hang on.
So Williams is a better car.
I'm so confused here. Did he just
car.
give Williams a
compliment? Science is scoring podiums against Lewis. He said he's having a Science end to the year. But he's not really, because Science is having podiums.
Okay, it sounds like
Science is all over the place too. He can't even slow down for the pit lane.
Wow, yeah, and then so he had a very sciencey weekend at the moment for what he's doing at the moment. But anyway, we're not on to him yet. But yeah, so Charles, I mean, he held on. Was he going to get done by by Max without the virtual safety car?
Yes, absolutely, he was.
I've got a tin hat theory for the safety car.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, well, obviously Zach rang up and just said, "Look, there's a car parked there. We probably need to get the virtual safety car out. Stop Max getting an extra point. Stop Oscar getting an extra 2 points. Sorry, stop Max getting an extra 3 points."
Yeah, because Zach can do that.
Probably.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Yep. My golly. This is what I have to put up with.
Too many conspiracy theories.
I have to put up with this all week.
Jeevers.
Yeah. Yuki Tsunoda finished in 11th position. Fail.
Fail.
Mm.
Fail.
Mm. Like every other result he's had this season.
Not really, but fail.
Like every other result he's had this season.
No points. Fail.
Who's having the seats at Red Bull?
Who's having the seat?
Well, go on, give me a Red Bull and Racing Bull driver lineup
I said that to you the other week. So Max and Arvid Lindblad
in the Red Bull.
will get the Red Bull.
No, Racing Bull. Lindvad in the Racing Bull.
Sorry, yeah.
So hang on. So yeah, give me the Red Bull and then Racing Bull.
So Max and then Hajar, and then Arvid Lindblad, and
Sebastian Vettel.
who's the other? Who's the other one I said was getting that?
Right.
Oh, I said that to you the other week. I'll have a look through my socials. I forget who I said.
Who would you put in, Shane?
Yeah, no idea, to be honest.
I really don't want to put Hajar in there because I think it'd be so good for his career to do another season in the Racing Bulls.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get to choose that.
This is probably the best year to go and jump in a Red Bull straight away, though, because it isn't going to be completely developed for Max, I guess. I mean, you'd hope that it's a little bit more of an all-rounder.
And it's going to be new to Max as well.
Alex Dunn, sorry.
Yes.
Dunn. Right, because he's left McLaren.
Yes. Sorry, I put a post up the other week about that. Yes, so Lindblad and...
so two rookies in Racing Bulls.
Dunn
rookies.
into Racing Bulls.
Oh.
And then
That's
it will
what
be Max
Racing
and
Bulls
Hajar.
was
It's
created
what they're for. It is what they're for.
Yep.
Yeah, geez, to do that though on the first year of new regulations would be a disaster move. That's why you can't run a Formula One team.
I think it shows that they've got a little bit of depth back into their talent pool, which was missing 12 months ago, and the ability to look outside the talent pool and go and get Alex Dunn.
So they don't have the depth because they have to go outside the talent pool.
Lindblad's there, and then you've also got Lawson.
He's also not ready for Formula One.
Oh no, I think he is. He was absolutely
For me, I'm happy to put him in beside some experience. And so you've got to keep on Yuki Tsunoda or Lawson. I don't really care which one. However, I would much rather them keep Hajar in the Racing Bull and give it another year. I would almost be sold on. Well, you know where they should have gone. They should have gone to knock on Fernando Alonso's door and said, "Hey, you want to come and help us develop the next Red Bull?" Now, I know you don't think Alonso develops Red Bulls at all, Shane.
Cars
at all. Yep. But
statistics back me up.
But for me, they've just missed a trick. They should have gone and got someone more experienced. They're not happy with Tsunoda, clearly, even though they're not going to announce that just yet. They're not happy with Lawson, clearly. He's probably their best bet just to hold on to.
Would you go back to an Alex Albon to bring him back into it?
It's so hard, though, because they're all like that. Now that the Williams is actually making some progress, they're going to struggle to pull him out of that, particularly after the way they've treated him, I would have thought. But yes, I would have been trying to get someone experienced in. I would have been trying to get a Hulkenberg in.
See, I think it's the perfect time to do it and have two young kids who have not had because...
But they can't develop a car.
But you've got two kids that haven't driven anything Formula One related, so therefore they have no past and prior knowledge to compare it to. They have no habits that they have to remove to suit a car that they're coming in fresh with a clean slate, and you just learn that. And if that's where we're going for 26 with brand new everything, then brand new people, and then you build together for the next 3 to 4 years. Because like having Lawson and that there, they know this year's car. Lawson also knows the RB, and you look at Dan as well, with the way he went to McLaren and then had to come back and unlearn things. It makes perfect sense to me. And like I said, Shane, that's exactly what RB was built for.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Absolutely. Bring in a rookie. Choose your rookie that you bring in. I would bring in Alex Dunn before I'd bring in Arvid Lindvad, just because they're rushing drivers and wrecking drivers. They've got a history as long as anybody's tail where they wreck drivers because they try and rush them into the program. Just hold steady, put some experience in there. Yeah, they don't have any prior knowledge about cars, which is a big problem. They don't know how to develop a car, and this is a big year for them next year.
Well,
so I'll go one rookie. I'd be trying to bring in a qualified driver beside him. I think Hulkenberg would have been a good one to put in. I would have been trying to keep Hajar into the Racing Bull for a season.
So you're not getting Hulkenberg out of
No, you're not. No,
team,
but they've missed that.
They've missed that,
haven't they? But yeah, that would have been my direction for them. Let's get into Yuki Tsunoda. Oh no, we talked about Yuki Tsunoda's.
Ollie
Oliver
Bearman.
Bearman. Wowee. Fourth. Was he robbed of third?
No.
With an extra pit stop?
No.
He wasn't going to hold out, Max.
No.
No. Unfortunately, he just wasn't quite going to. I thought everyone was going to be so grumpy with the extra pit stop. It was looking like at one point in time where that pit stop was going to be like, oh man, have they cost him? But no, they knew the numbers, but it doesn't take away from such a great performance.
But where did that come from? Like,
the smallest team by far.
Who had that on their bingo card on Friday night?
And then even
Nobody.
Ocon backed it up in ninth as well.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yep.
Just a real out of the box, surprising. It was one of those results that we love. That you just like,
It must have had something to do with the altitude.
You just applaud it and you're like,
that car
that's
just
awesome.
works so beautifully.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like sometimes you get like things are happening around you and you fall into place. I nearly said the word luck, but I wouldn't call it luck because his drive though was just magnificent. He overtook Max at the start of the race.
Yes.
And he held out drivers throughout the race. It wasn't like he just had this clear run where people were falling over around him.
Yeah,
and he worked his way.
Time.
Yeah, it was just a brilliant drive. And while Oscar was running him down, he was making it very difficult for him anyway, even without this virtual safety car. So, it was a fine performance. And he has lots of rookie moments this season, speeding into pit lane under flags and all sorts of things like that. But when you talk about rookies, you're looking for something, aren't you? Have they got some underarching pace, which is going to just shine through once he gets rid of all those rookie moments, and he is absolutely somebody, which is why he's on my whiteboard, as he's going to be someone. That's why.
Just turned and looked at the whiteboard, yes.
Yep, I just checked.
I love his comment. I love his comment about, this is Max Verstappen. I'm battling. I'm shitting myself.
Yeah,
He's shitting himself.
yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Coming into the corner next to Max.
Yep. Whereas, we go through the other rookies, you can see things from him. Bortoletto, you can see things from, can't you? Hadjar, you can see things from. Have we seen anything from Kimi yet?
I thought he had a pretty serviceable weekend this weekend. Yeah.
So have we seen a performance like this?
He did get a
from
podium,
Kimi.
but he's in a Mercedes. Yes.
Well, he got a win in a sprint race.
Yeah, so I'd say
Didn't he at Miami?
Yeah, he did.
He got the win?
No, he got the pole.
No, he got the pole.
Pole in sprint.
Oh, pole, and then Oscar got him in the sprint,
Pole in
didn't
sprint,
he?
Yeah, you know what? I'd probably say yeah.
I'd say I haven't seen a performance like this, or even a performance like a Bortoletto just yet.
Okay.
His wet
He's in
performance in Melbourne was pretty good.
He's in a Mercedes.
See, I disagree with you on that. I think he lucked into Melbourne.
He's in a Mercedes, and Bearman's in a Haas. Bortoletto's in a what do they even call it at this moment? Sauber. Like Bortoletto's in a Sauber, and Bearman's in a Haas. Kimi's been in a Mercedes all year, and he still hasn't quite pulled out this result. I think for me, it's just for me, I would have hoped that we would have seen Kimi, pushing for a win or high podium by now, but it's just not quite. Haven't quite been convinced by Kimi just yet. But I'm with you. I thought he had a great weekend. This one. Well, we're on to Kimi Antonelli now. Yeah. Decent weekend. The Mercedes ended where it probably belonged, didn't it?
Yeah, probably.
And I don't think either of them could get anything extra out of it. They were George in particular was battling Oscar for a while. He took the moan to get the pass on Kimi, so that he could he was much faster than him, and then couldn't do anything with that pace once he got through. So
wrecked his tyres too long in the slipstream, and then too long holding off Oscar. And it was funny that he gave it back, but even though he had, when they went that first pit stop, he'd actually gapped Antonelli quite a bit. And in the end, after he battled, he still gave that back.
Yep.
Like you sort of said, so
he should, because that was all. That was his whole mantra, wasn't it? I'll give the place back. I'll give the place back. Yeah, if they're going to pull that move, you got to pull it straight away, don't you? If you're on different strategies. Yep.
Too long, because he was looking faster than Antonelli at that stage.
Yep. Absolutely. We talked about Hamilton briefly. Did we talk about him enough? Let's talk about Hamilton and Verstappen actually. So going into the first corner, we forgot to talk about this with Verstappen as well. Going in the first corner, they go 4 wide. Verstappen takes the runoff. shoots across the first couple of corners and ends up way out in front. Leclerc does the same thing, not as drastically, but skips to corner 2, ends up in front of some other drivers. Give places back. What are your thoughts on that?
It's difficult to give your place back, I think, in that moment.
So Max gave back a place to the
To Lando. He went,
oh yeah, so he was ahead of Lando. So he gave a place back to Lando and the 2 Ferrari boys.
Yep.
Didn't give one back to George Russell.
No, fair.
Why fair?
Probably he was ahead anyway.
He was clearly ahead. Yeah. George had complained that he sort of dived into the corner, was never going to make it, and that's why he was so far ahead, because he never intended to break in time. Whereas you'll watch the replay, and they're still like accelerating when he's way ahead of George at that moment for me. But yeah, so it's gave those places back. Is that enough?
No. Well, see, I hate it because he's made the mistake, but there's no penalty for it. He was where he was. He hasn't had Oscar or other people coming past him. So, and same with, obviously, Hamilton got his, just desserts with his penalty, because that was very well deserved.
We'll talk about that one in a minute.
Okay,
yep, we'll get to that one in a minute.
But it's just hard when they run off a track and don't lose a position. They've made, and it happens even in other parts of the circuit and other races. They sometimes go to the runoff area, don't lose that thing. Whereas I guess, and gravel's not the answer, but if you used to go off the track, you're in the gravel and your day was done.
Yeah.
Or you took a long time to get back on.
Yeah. I think if you're off and you lose a place, you got to give that place back. It's difficult to do, especially in that first moment. But, if this is lap 27, then it's a no-brainer. Like, you're off, you give it back. So I think we've got to tighten up on lap 1. Like, we've become very lax on lap 1, and I think we've seen it throughout the whole year.
Which is ridiculous considering what Fernando Alonso did. Where was that? Sochi.
In Sochi.
And he just blatantly just knew the rules.
Absolutely.
And made the most of them.
And I mean, it's what we don't want to see. I think we need to tighten up on it because, if we're policing track limits heavily at, look at Red Bull Ring, for example, during qualify, we police the track limits to the inch of its life, and then in the race in turn 1, we all just miss turn 1, and it's play on because it's lap 1. And I think we need to be better in that situation in turn 1 of every single weekend, because George has got every right to be upset at that, because he stayed on track and just watched all these people in front of him, not make it through either deliberately cut it or taking avoiding action, or you just made a mistake. But you got to give it back, and I think it's really difficult to
What's the penalty? I'm with both of you.
I don't think there is a penalty.
I think there is.
I think you just give it back.
I heard Martin Brundle, who wasn't there on the weekend. Yeah. I heard him talk about it, and I was like, he's nailed it. It's a drive-through penalty. Turn 1 incident like that where you blatantly ignore corners like Leclerc did. Yeah. We haven't spoken about Leclerc yet. He did the same thing. Didn't give the place back to Hamilton. It's a drive-through penalty for both because they've made the mistake, as Shane said. Yeah. If it was a different track, they make the mistake and everybody else gets those places. They go towards the back of the pack. Just giving your position back isn't a penalty at all. And so, for me, drive-through penalty is the right one. And you watch how many people get a little bit more strict on making sure they make that corner. Oscar went off, but then he made turn 2 still. So he lost a lot of momentum, but he still made turn 2, which is one of the reasons why he dropped back. If he had cut across like the other boys, it would have been way better. Yeah. Now, this isn't a criticism of Max or Lando or Leclerc, because they know the rules. They're playing the rules, and that's exactly the same as him on Hamilton a little bit later on. He knew that rule. Come turn 4, and him and Hamilton are fighting for position. He makes a dive bomb down. He gets the apex in time and makes the corner.
Can you trust stewards to get that call right though for a drive-through?
This Max's. How can you miss it?
I think you could. I don't think stewards are going to get that right.
How can you miss it? But he missed 2 corners.
You could argue the case of I'm taking avoiding action, or these, like you said, these guys know the rule. You can lift and throw a slight throttle trace where you've lifted and gone, well, like I've made the effort there. They talk about that with yellow. You just show.
If you're making avoiding action, you still should be trying to make the next corner.
I think giving the place back is enough for me.
I think giving an extra place back, like letting one person pass.
Because in the mess, especially of turn 1, we're talking turn 1, lap 1, right? In the mess of, say Max coming off, right? And
if Gravel's there, Max is either out of the race or he's back 5, 6, 7, 8 positions.
Well, that's where I'm saying, like, to give it back, especially in that turn 1, lap 1 incident, is if you give that back, the likelihood is that you could probably lose 2 or 3 in that instance.
Yeah, but
that's
you
fair
don't.
enough because you've made that mistake.
But I'm okay with that because
you don't.
They
don't.
You could though. That's what I'm saying.
You could, but who cares if you could? You don't.
I think
he didn't.
Giving it back is enough for me. I wouldn't trust stewards enough to get that call correct.
It's not a hard one. You miss 2 corners and you take a shortcut. It's a drive-through penalty. It's a drive-through penalty for Hamilton. It's a drive-through penalty for Leclerc. It's a drive-through penalty for Max. You watch how many corners they don't miss then.
Yeah.
You miss 2 sets of corners. If you're spinning out, you have to come back and take that next corner. Otherwise, you'd drive through.
You could definitely put something in Mexico because that's notorious for this incident.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like, do you put in some extra bollards?
The track layout itself allows it to happen.
They have to weed their way through, but then
it's flat grass.
Yeah, it's just for me. It's not on. The next one was with Hamilton. He dive bombs into that corner. He makes the corner. He gets the apex and then makes the corner. There's a slight amount of contact. Max is playing with the rules. He knows the rules, and he openly said that after the race. Well, I know the rules. That's what I'm allowed to do. I'm going to do it. And for me, it was fine. It was good racing.
Yep.
It was argy-bargy. We probably want to see a bit more of that, don't we?
Especially those two back together. Hey.
Yes, absolutely. But for me, it didn't bother me too much. Then we saw them both racing into the next corner. Hamilton then skips the corner.
Yep.
Skips the next corner.
And the entry.
And then
entry line.
and tries to take the ridiculously narrow escape road, which no Formula 1 car is ever going to be able to take, and then takes off in the distance. Now he gained a good 30 or 40 metres when he was losing positions to both those cars.
Yep.
And did not give it back.
Yep.
I mean, what was the man thinking?
Yep. Look, he was probably rolling the dice, to be quite honest,
thinking that he could get 10 seconds down the road.
But he probably thought, well, I'm going to roll the dice here because they might just say, hey, play on because I've been pushed wide. And he was probably banking on that he could throw the argument that I've been pushed wide and I had nowhere else to go. And then, stewards could very well look at that and just go, yeah, well, okay, fair enough, play on. No further incidents.
Two separate.
But I think that's why.
To gain.
I think he was just rolling the dice in that the stewards were going to make that call and that he would get away with it.
Silly boy.
Which we've seen in the past before.
Not for that. Not if you're going to gain like that.
No, but I think just to make that call.
He blatantly took 40 metres off him.
Yeah.
Yep. So his first under investigation was for not following the race director's procedures with the safety car. He got cleared of that, but then obviously the gaining.
Yeah.
And 10 seconds is probably.
Well, that's what they've been paying now, which I'm happy with.
5
isn't enough because you can make 5 up so easily.
Yep.
10's the right number, but for me, I'd just drive through penalty all those 3. Yeah, interesting. And it completely screwed his race, didn't it? It completely screwed his race in the end because he was right up there, and then he just couldn't get anything done after that. He was behind Oscar, and then he was behind the Mercedes boys. Bortoletto picked up a point once again. Well done, Bortoletto. We did mention Ocon. But once again, another great rookie having a great season. Anyone else you want to sort of mention throughout that field?
No. How'd your man Colapinto go on the weekend?
Franco.
Well, he was right up behind Pierre again.
He was.
Yeah. He was actually close.
Flav was very animated after Q1 when he was out.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. What did he do?
Very angry, throwing hands in the air.
Who was out? Both of them? They both go out?
Just Colapinto.
Just Colapinto.
Very upset.
Oh, I missed that.
Because there was someone just got in at the end and knocked him back.
Oh, yes. No, I missed Flav.
There you go.
What a waste of a person in Formula 1. A cheat, a scoundrel, and a terrible team manager.
And we'll sign Colapinto after Brazil.
Yeah, well, golly.
You'll be able to have 2026 Colapinto merch to go with your 25.
That's true. I mean, he has made some improvements, and it is impossible to know what sort of improvements he's made.
I wonder if Chris at Dr. Auto are just going to do a commemorative.
He should.
A commemorative Franco 2026
I wonder
season
how much
print for you.
He should.
I wonder how much more progress Jack would have made.
Yeah, and it's impossible
Hard
to
to
know,
know
isn't
because
it?
Jack will never race again, unfortunately.
It's the other issue is that where that Alpine has become
A dog.
so non-competitive,
Yeah.
and they're clearly just giving up on this season. There can't be any comparisons made, and so yeah, it's a bit of a waste of time for them at the moment. But hopefully that's in aid of better 2026. Maybe Flav has been a genius in all of this.
Maybe.
We'll see Colapinto pushing for a championship. What a bunch of flogs. Lawson nearly ran over some
Marshals.
and, and by nearly, it was nearly.
I have seen the fan footage on Instagram of how
I haven't seen fan footage.
ridiculously close it
I've
is.
seen the on-board.
You wait till you see the fan footage. It is even closer than
See,
the on-board.
I only saw it after the race, and so I assumed it was late in the race, which is why they brought in the virtual safety cars.
No.
My wonderful colleague here is told me no, it was very early in the race, and all the debris was not on the track anyway.
I put zero blame on Lawson for this because
Oh,
the
no.
marshals went out into the grass area, and then their option was to collect that and continue on to the other side, but they cut straight back across.
No,
the
apparently they went twice.
Yeah, they did. That's what I'm saying. They both went, and then they went to the grass and back. So, no, it was yeah. Oh. It was really close. Really close.
It wasn't the greatest weekend. Should the stewards have just played on at the end of the race, or was Sainz's car in a position to warrant a virtual safety car?
Their justification later on was that they thought there was smoke. It was well and truly safe.
The arse end of it was hanging just out, but it was on a slow corner where no one crashes.
Yeah. See, I think that
If it did catch fire and marshals had to get behind that car,
Then bring out
well, and that's exactly right. You can press the button when that actually happens, can't you?
Well, I guess a couple of things for me. Like, number one, you got cars not going in that direction for that corner. So the likelihood of someone coming off in the direction of where Sainz was is really 0 to none. Sainz, while he made the effort to get to the point, if he goes
Just a couple of
2
meters.
more meters in,
Yeah.
and he...
I think he was worried it was going to you know how sometimes when they're stopping they do a little launch.
And I think because really, there's a really great shot of it from the other side of the grandstand. And while on the cameras it looks like he's got most of the car in, he actually just has the nose behind the barrier. So there's a whole length of the car is hanging out. So he needed to put the whole length of the car in, and we're fine, play on. But then, there was smoke. There wasn't a fire, but there was a smoke. But, if it catches fire and we do nothing, we're probably sitting here saying, well, the car caught fire, why didn't you do anything? So, I don't know.
then that's when you hit the button.
I was going to say, surely,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the virtual safety car. You don't have to scramble a safety car. You just press a button, and then all these lights come on, and everyone has to slow down. It's a perfect scenario
Safety's
for that.
paramount. As much as I'm disappointed in it, and we could have got away with it,
I think
probably the right
I think there was a
call.
few language barriers that might have got in the way of
Yeah.
a few people. But anyway, it was what it was. Thanks to all signs, 3, 2, and 1. Who are you giving all the points to? It was actually a little tricky, I think, this week. In terms of,
this week.
I'm finding it tricky.
3's pretty easy.
Is it?
Three's
easy.
3 is
Three's easy.
Bearman.
Absolutely.
3 is Bearman. There's no other answer for that.
Oh, yes. I'm going
is there?
I'm going with Norris. Norris had to... He's in a championship battle. He had to take back the momentum from Max, and he had the perfect weekend. He was 30 seconds down the road. He did not put a foot wrong. 3 points to Norris for me.
Had he got
because
fastest lap, I would have given him.
Incorrect.
It's so important for him.
3 to Bearman, 2 to Norris.
2 to Bearman. I hope you're working this out, Sam, as you're listening.
That's wrong.
Yep. Who's your 2-2? Shane, so we do it this way?
2 to Norris.
Okay.
Yeah. So 3 to Bearman, 2 to Norris.
And I'm going to give 1 to Ocon, just for backing up the Haas, with having the other car in there as well, to be quite honest.
Okay.
Kimi, unlucky, because I thought he was very good in 6th. Pete George, so, yeah.
Okay.
I might go 2 to Charles. I'm 1 to Charles.
I'm going to 1 to Charles.
1 Charles.
1 to Charles. So we're all different in some different ways. Yeah. No, that was very much it. Dud of the day? Or do we have a hero of the hour before we get negative?
Yeah, I do actually. Well,
good.
No,
Shane,
it's
you
nothing,
go.
nothing good. But
Oh.
it's just
No, we
Russell up in the stands with the
yes.
mask on.
So
Brilliant.
good. So
Brilliant.
good.
Yep.
My hero of the hour is something that
Sometimes, sorry, before we go on.
Yes, go.
Sometimes we get lost in this world where George Russell is the posh Formula 1 driver that's
was
a bit
awesome.
too good for school, but
Yeah.
that was very good for him and good for his image, I thought.
I thought so too, actually. So did you see Fernando with his, visor? What's the mask called? I forget what the mask is called they have. But he had, a visor one that was and he went out with it was like a samurai chest plate, and then it was this big fan gear, and he went out on the bus doing the wave to fans dressed in what looked like something that a fan had gifted him. It was awesome.
I'd forgotten to mention Mexican drink, as we drink around the calendar. We're into very, very standard Mexican drinks, Coronas. But yeah, always nice. I like a Corona every now and then. I was going to make margaritas, but I was worried about you guys driving because I don't know how to make weak margaritas. They must be lethal.
It'd be hard just to dial back the alcohol.
Oh, it just doesn't taste the same.
I thought instead of putting half a bottle, you could go,
Let's put a quarter.
don't do that.
Nah.
And then it probably won't be as strong.
Nah, but it doesn't taste as good.
That's what I'm saying.
You need lots of
I
tequila.
think you overcomplicate.
Lots of Contrary.
Making it
Lots
more
of tequila.
complicated. My hero of the hour goes something that I absolutely did not know existed until 19 hours ago,
Oh,
which is that at the end of every race, the FIA awards a Marshall Award
they didn't do the runners,
for
did they?
volunteers at every race. And I had no idea that this existed. And I feel like because of what the Marshals did in Mexico, this is exactly why they're telling us. So if you go onto the FIA official Instagram website, there is, and again, visuals for our audio, there is the weekend, the Marshal of the weekend with a trophy, and if you have a countryman from your country, having a photo with that person, which is terrific. Look at all that. I didn't know that was a thing. Imagine getting marshalled around and you have to take a photo with Lance.
Lance's birthday today.
Look at
Come on,
all
go
that.
easy.
Isn't that? But did you know that existed?
No.
I had no idea. So that is my hero.
Now I have a goal.
That is my hero of the hour. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, I've always wanted to be a marshal at one of those things. But anyway, that's my hero of the hour. Is the awarding of a volunteer of the weekend. I did not know that was a thing. I just think that's terrific.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. Do you know what they get it for, though?
I don't.
For not running in front of the car.
You might just be a really good marshal for the
you
weekend.
You were the best behaved.
Yeah, you just, I don't know.
You didn't make us throw the virtual safety car. And
I assume it's just for doing a terrific job in your role across the weekend.
Terrific.
Which I think's awesome. It's like your Star Award at Assembly, isn't it?
Yeah.
But even better.
Done of the day.
Done of the day. Well, done of the day in the flip side of that has to go to the marshals in Mexico who just decided to run back across the track. I'll tell you what they won't be getting. Marshal of the Weekend Award.
No.
That's for sure.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
They will
not.
not be getting that.
No.
They almost got a big wooden trophy, though.
That's it. Well, they almost got a front wing to take home permanently. So no good. No good.
Any
at
others?
all.
Any others? I'll second
good.
that.
Oh, the virtual
all.
safety car.
The virtual
button
safety
pusher.
car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on the marshals. Yeah.
Alpine.
Unfortunately, Alpine is just. I feel I can't do that anymore. Yeah.
What did you make of the booze on the weekend? Lando with lots of booze.
Yeah, it's a bit poor.
Look, I mean, I don't have a place. I don't have a place for it. My man Martin, I seem to be best mates with Martin this weekend, don't I? Martin said he learned a long time ago you can't tell fans how to feel.
Yep.
And nor should you.
Yep. No.
And nor should you. So, yeah, I agree. Poor form. I don't really find there's a place in sport for booing. There's a place in theatre for booing.
Yeah.
But in sport, unless you cheat, you shouldn't be booed. And I don't
He hasn't
know.
cheated.
No, I don't, that's
Zach
exactly
on
right.
Zach on the other hand.
But you know what, though? McLaren have put him in this
Say,
position.
McLaren have made this beast. now,
Yeah,
haven't they?
they've put him in this position where they have been playing around with a few bits and pieces. I still feel like they've done actually a really good job, but they've put him in this position.
Yep.
And you know who I think is actually the most to blame for all this? Sky. Now, Sky, I know, doesn't necessarily go into Mexico, but Sky, the bias behind Sky, and I heard their podcast this week because they now do a podcast and like, oh, we get accused of being biased, and we're clearly not biased. I mean, you are so biased. It's not funny how biased you are. I used to love their commentary, and it's horrendous.
Chandok just holding it in on the weekend, just like, oh my god.
Yes, that's right. But it's and so like they're to blame.
Yeah.
And like BBC Sport, I give them a huge tick. They are very impartial.
Yeah.
I read a lot of Autosport, a lot of The Race. I listen to some of their podcasts. Very impartial.
Yep.
Sky Sports are so far from impartial. It's just ridiculous. So, for me, it's the blame goes to Sky Sports.
I think McLaren have played a part in it too,
and a little bit to McLaren.
But I also agree. Like I don't like it, but as a fan, I agree with Martin's sentiments that your emotion, like you are a fan, you have the right to do that. While it's not great.
I mean, we've seen it for Seb.
Yep. We've seen it with Max.
We've seen it for Max. Seen it for Lewis.
Yep.
Definitely seen it for Schumacher.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, all the greats.
It's all part
Get
of
it?
It's all part of it. It's all part of it. So but no, you can't. Yeah. But when we want fans to be that emotionally invested in it too. Yep. That's what being a fan's all about.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you're not just you're not the rich people at the top of the paddock club taking a selfie and then forgetting what's going on in the race. You know what I started paying attention to? You know when the race is on and you get that heli cam at the very top and they show like the track and what's going on. But then like all the people that walk around at the side while the race is going on, I've started paying attention to those people. I think, what are you doing? The race is on. Why are you in your seat watching it?
That sounds like my son, though. We didn't have grandstand tickets, and we walked so many times. Let's go here now.
This year we found the best spot, did we not?
I loved walking it this year. Yeah, we did.
It was in a practice
swimming
session.
Pool. It was a practice session.
No, beyond the swimming pool. Oh, well, that was pretty good. The swimming pool was pretty good. No, towards the end, remember we got to
a little
6.
Bit turn.
The
6.
entry of 6.
And the grandstands.
And it was great.
God, they were good, weren't they? Stood on a bin.
Yep. Yes. F1.5.
F1.5, the greatest championship in the world outside of what we are experiencing. Just dive into it. This round.
Don't mind Shane. Just
dive into
sprinkling some chocolate paper.
God, we've all been
if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it.
We've all been really,
into the chocolate.
I
reckon you should just do random order this week.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Let's do it. Hulkenberg is on 174. I'm going to confuse myself here now. Colapinto's on 45. Lawson on 170. Portoletto on 122. Stroll is on 137. Gasly is on 141. Sainz is on 180 with Ocon on 178. Who have I missed there?
Bearman,
yes, I have missed him. In 4th place, but I missed him for a reason. In 4th place is the great man who has been displaced from 3rd last round. He's on 193 points. Sorry, I'm just looking for my glasses because...
Who's been displaced by?
Well, this is it. It's the man of the round who has displaced him in 3rd place. And Ollie Bearman is now in 3rd on 202 points. In 2nd place is Hadjar on 239 points. So suddenly, Hadjar is in danger from Bearman, which last round...
Hadjar's in 2nd, yes?
Hadjar's in 2nd, and then it's Albon picking up 12 this weekend. But again, still gettable with 4 to go on 298 points. So the margin is 59 from 1st to 2nd, and then from 2nd to 3rd, we are looking at 37.
Yeah, do you do the sprint points?
It's very no, I don't do sprint points. You mentioned
that. So we've got 4 races to go.
4 races to go.
So it's not really gettable.
Absolutely,
potential
is gettable.
100 points up for grabs.
Yes, and 5 for the fastest lap, which was Sainz this weekend. Yeah, so there's an extra 20 there. This is Bearman's last run, and maybe we shouldn't be surprised by the weekend because his last run of points at the moment, based on F1.5, goes 15, 10, 10, 18, 18, 25. That is a hot patch of form across the month. So maybe we should have been a little bit more on that. And then Hadjar has been pretty steady as well, 25, 15, 15, 12. He had a slip up a couple of weekends ago on 4, but he's back with 10. And Alex, doing okay. He's had 25 and then 8, 8, 8, 12. So he's having a little bit of a He's having a little bit of an Oscar run at the moment.
No, he's
he's
just
not having fun.
This is championship
He's
winning
not having
material.
fun with what
just
he's
picking up
doing
points.
there.
Just picking up points, ticking them
Yeah,
off.
and the great man having a bad run, just picking up the one this weekend after coming off a 25 and a 15.
What actually happened to Alonso this weekend?
I'm not sure. It just didn't happen.
Well, I've got minus 15 points.
Yeah, well, I think
What did he do?
finish.
He didn't
He was
finish.
holding up
Didn't finish.
Lance.
Yeah.
What a
Anyway.
okay.
That's, so that is F1.5 for this round.
Is it going to close? Is it going to close up? Not enough.
Nah, not enough. No, it might. I think it will. I'm going to say.
Hang on. So not enough,
I'm
but
gonna
no,
say
you
yeah.
might. It will.
Yep,
you
I'm gonna say yes, it
changed.
is.
You changed your
I
tune
did,
very
yes,
quickly.
absolutely
There.
it is. I realise what you're saying.
Okay. All right. Let's go to fantasy.
Let's go fantasy.
Do we have to?
Oh,
Yes, we
is it that bad? How
do.
many points do you get?
Don't make
Well, I thought I'd done a great job bringing in Lando and got rid of Oscar.
Oh, shocker.
No. Anyway, thanks to Chris to talk to Auto Art. Get around his Instagram, Facebook, Redbubble, email, all those terrific things if you love motorsport, MotoGP, NASCAR, F1, lots of terrific motorsport categories that you can get a handle on. And it's Christmas time soon. It literally is coming up to Christmas. Did you know that? 6, 10? I'm going to say 10. Is it 10? Is it 6? It's
I
10.
don't know.
I'm going to go with 10. Makes
It's
more
not
sense.
6.
It's not 6, but it's definitely probably 10. 10 weeks till Christmas, so if you are looking for that something special for that special someone, get on to Chris and his fantastic artworks. Today is National Cat Day. And if you, like me, have a cat. Do you have a cat, Jay? I'll tell you that as a no.
He's got a cat story about when he
did?
used to have a cat.
It won't be. It wasn't my cat.
No, it wasn't your cat.
Cat.
I have a cat. What happened to
We
it?
better not, because
No,
there might be some animal lovers.
that's
Animal lovers,
We
let's
definitely
see.
have animal lovers.
Well, yes.
We've got Paul in Perth.
Oh, that's right. Oh, well, Paul, happy
is
National
his-
Cat Day to you, Paul.
That's right.
Yes, get around it. So, yes, if you love cats like Paul, or you
You
have
got
one like me, I have a cat. My mum, every single time I go to Mum's house, hey, doll, hi, Mum, you still got your cat? I'm like, yeah.
Where's it going?
I do. Ziggs is pretty old. Ziggs is like 16.
I was talking to someone today, and their neighbourhood
Yeah.
has a caveat that you're not allowed cats in the estate they live in.
Really?
Well, you're basically not allowed to have cats outside nowadays anyway, so I just don't see the
I
point.
can't see how they can stop you from having a cat inside, though. But anyway,
Well, that's exactly right. What are you
Yeah.
going to do?
I like
Door
cats
knock
from
until
a,
you find a
I
cat.
like cats from a distance.
Yep.
I don't like touching cats.
Well, my cat hates everyone all the time for no
Like your
reason.
dog. Like your dog.
My
He
dog
hates
just
me.
hates you. It's also National Internet Day, so if you like the internet, or if you know people who enjoy the internet,
I like the internet.
yeah, you can do that. And it's National Checklist Day tomorrow.
Ooh.
I feel like that's
I'll make one.
That's a make
I'll
a
make
checklist.
one. I make one most days.
I was going to say you look like a checklist type of person. Fantasy for this round now. Thank you to
Huge news.
huge news, because last round we uncovered what is
A bit of a
what
bit
is
of a
the
controversy.
fantasy controversy of the decade, to be quite honest, because let's be honest, I don't think anyone else has got a controversial moment happening. And who reached out to us? It was Dean Holt who reached out to us last
Who
week.
was pipped into second place?
Yes, pipped into second
And
place.
Fair enough.
And obviously listened in and was like, hey,
You know what he did?
I didn't want to say this.
He did a radio message to his team
Yes.
so that the stewards would hear,
That's right.
and so it would be investigated.
And he's returned with screenshot facts and everything.
Very impressive.
Everything to back it up. So thank you, Dean, because, we've done the right thing. So we have removed the
Did you
controversial play.
kick him?
Absolutely.
I didn't know you could kick people.
Oh, well, I have.
You were questioning whether you had that ability.
Well, I do.
Wow, that's exciting.
And you know what? It felt really good. I was like,
Great.
out.
Catch you later.
Like,
I wonder who was it again?
I can't even remember.
If
You should
that
have the
was,
screenshots
if
there.
that was
I
you,
should. Yeah.
get in contact with us. I'm interested
Yeah.
to see what happened.
Yeah, do better.
How did you know to jump in because
Yeah.
you were going so well?
That's right. But also,
Who told you? And do you listen?
and also do better. Yeah, don't do that.
Most people
Don't do
listen
that.
in the world, don't they?
They
Well,
do.
most, yeah.
Yeah,
They
so
should.
anyway, so Dean is back, and thank you, Dean. And I feel good that I've done the right thing.
Oh,
like,
look at
I'm
the
sleeping...
Look at the power go to
I'm
his head.
sleeping easy at night. Watch
You
yourself.
did
'cause
walk
I might,
in with a strut today.
I might. Well, I've been at the beach,
In
so
with
I
your
feel good.
Batman t-shirt
I
on,
like my
and
Batman
you
t-shirt.
were just in a strut. I didn't realise the power
I got
got to
this
your head.
Batman t-shirt for free because I spent $30
It's a goodie.
on a Disney Cars t-shirt, and this is now my mowing. This is my lawn mowing t-shirt.
It is a goodie.
It is a good one. Anyway, fantasy for this week. We're back with the correct running order. Let's have a look at Mexico City and the points so far. Top 10 looked a little bit like this. It is business as usual for Andy Tails with 252 points. Simon Blackburn in second on 246. David Rojas, 244. Dean Holt and Nicola Taylor. Mark Lynch pops in at equal fifth on 239. Royce Peters, Roman Merrick, Simon Lang, and Dino Bandini rounds out the top 10 in 220 points. I finished in a respectable 18th place with 194 points.
Well done.
So good on me. I dumped our man Oscar and brought in Max, and that netted me a single point more. So, tick.
Boo to you.
Well
Boo.
done to me.
How dare you turn on Mac? On Oscar.
And then if we scroll all the way down and we just talk about each other, we're down to 31 and we're still
Well,
going.
I was worried because I got 133 points. I was,
Yeah.
I'm beyond 39. I was worried that Shane was sooking about how bad his score was.
46th is where you are.
And
my friend,
I ended
so
up with 133 points. I've just seen his score.
122 is 50th.
Oh,
50th. Coming in.
Embarrassing.
Coming in at the
Embarrassing,
age
Shane.
that you
I'm
are.
I'm so glad I swapped the Mercedes for the Red Bull.
Well, no, that's silly because Mercedes got
I
58
know.
points, mate.
I
Yeah,
know.
no, that's...
For
Thank
me,
God I swapped Oscar for Lando because
Hulkenberg and Alonso cooked me, both with negative 15s or 16s or something.
Kick Sauber got me 2 points. And minus 15 for Alonso and minus 2 for Hadjar. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, hang
Sprint
on.
this weekend.
Sam.
Sam was all the way.
Where was Sam?
Sam was a little bit further down the bottom where he lives.
Sprint race weekend?
Sprint race weekend, and I've got my triple DRS. So if it's going to
I
be wet,
used that on Oscar when
it's
it
going to be
wasn't
wet
very good.
and it's going to be in Brazil, then I think I'm going to just.
I know what I'm playing.
I think I'm going to throw that on Max, perhaps.
How do I use them again?
It's wet. It just throws that little bit of...
Is it good? If it is going to rain,
I'm
it's
going
a
to go
good
to
no negatives.
I'm going to go to the no negatives.
It's a perfect no negatives.
I've used my no negatives.
I used mine in Australia.
Remember when
in
you
the
used
first
it on
round.
just a plain round?
That's right, and no
No,
one had
use
any
it. No, that
negatives.
was when I used my unlimited on a playing round.
That's right, yes.
As I said, we're building towards next year. Rookie mistake.
We get building towards next year.
This is your.
Mind you, I think I've done it for about the last 5 years, but I haven't
Same.
changed it after the first.
It's a long rebuild.
Yeah, it's a long rebuild.
Top 10
It's like
overall.
Essendon. I'm probably Essendon.
Yeah, well, yeah. Overall, looks a little bit like this. Dean Holt leads all comers back at the top. Correct running order. 4,340. Starting to stretch his legs against David with a 50-point buffer. In second place with 4,290. Jolyon Dyer, is in third on 4,273. With Andy Tails still in the mix for the top three to finish off the round and the year with 4,265. Chloe Anderson is in fifth. Nicola Taylor, Roman Merrick, Dino Bandini in eighth place with 3,982. David Parsons, Zanetta MM in 10th place, and I'm hanging on just on the outside by 6 points in 11th now out of the top 10. So that's what it looks like there. You, my friend, are in 19th place, 2,645. I'm feeling good that I've got nearly a 200-point margin on you. So that's,
I think you got me covered now.
I think that's looking pretty good there. I'm quite happy with that, barring disaster. And if we scroll all the way down to find Shane,
41st.
41st, that's...
Crap.
That's pretty crap. Like
Yeah,
there's no dancing around that.
crap.
That's 40 other people are doing a better job than you,
But
including us too.
I'm still ahead of Sam.
Yeah, but like,
No, he counted in this last place, remember?
well, I mean, like he's in 52nd, so you might as well be 52nd as well, eh?
No, because I'm not in 52nd. I'm ahead of Sam, and that's important.
Don't hand out trophies for 40th place, that's for sure.
How's Williams? They cost 18.6 million. Geez, they must have had a good season, Shane.
Sorry?
Williams has gone up in value so much.
They've had a great season.
It's easy to go up in value when you're not worth anything to begin with, isn't it?
It's interesting.
Hey. Anyway, that's fantasy for this round? Are you making any changes?
No, I'm not making changes.
No.
I just want to apply a chip.
Just want to apply a chip.
Yeah.
It's early. Are you doing it right now? Like this instant?
If I don't do it now, I'll forget.
12,
you know that?
You've got 12 days to...
Yeah, no.
I like to
I'm
play
in.
it. I like to play it FP3 as soon as FP3 is
What,
finished.
you reckon I've got
You can't
that
this
in my
time. You've got to
life?
have it after FP1.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
just-
You do in this one because it's a sprint race.
Oh yeah, well I'll have to do it after FP1 then. Well, I might. I've got 12 days to not do it, so I'm alright with that.
Yeah, no, that'll be me done. I've set and forget. Any news that you want to talk about?
Any news?
So Red Bull have decided that they're not going to announce their next year's driver lineup because they don't really need to, because they can move drivers around.
Do whatever they like,
Anyone they're
can't
looking at's
they?
under their contract,
Yeah.
so they're holding on for a little bit longer. Yeah, other than that, it's all pretty plain
it's
sailing
very
at the moment.
championship orientated at the moment, isn't
Yep.
it? So yeah,
Wonderful. Next race is Brazil. What's your tip?
Max
Max in the wet.
in the wet.
Potential wet.
I'm going to go Max into Oscar. I think he's going to bounce back. Yeah, I'm going to say a sprint. I'm going to say a sprint win for Oscar.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Grand Prix win for Max. And you know what? I'm going to go a top 5 for Bortoletto. At home.
Ooh, gee.
At home. In the wet. What did Mansell say? Crowd gives you half a second or something like that.
Just means you're not trying the rest of the
Yeah,
races,
so
right?
no, I think we're going to be on for a Bearman-esque result that we had this weekend for Bortoletto. I'm going to say top 5 for Bortoletto.
I like it. I like
On
it.
the
You've
weekend, I
gone
think,
out for
yeah.
a different one there. Okay. Who are you tipping?
Okay, is it complicated?
Oh.
If it's dry, Lando.
Okay.
If it's wet and Zach's nowhere near the track, Oscar.
Oh,
not-
if it's wet,
wet.
it's Oscar.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I agree with you in that. I think in the
I
wet
like
it's
this,
Oscar.
I like this,
That's why I
okay.
think.
He seems to have done a better job in the wet this year than...
Not Max, though.
And you know what? I wonder if falling behind now rather
freed
than
him up?
has freed him, like it did sort of Lando the month before, where he's like, "Well, I'm 40 behind. I've got nothing to lose. I'm going for it." I wonder if
I'd be annoyed if that's what we read into it, though, because I truly believe it's just on the... But it's not... I don't think he's seen any pressure.
easier to be the hunter.
Yeah, I
than the
know, but I
hunted.
think it's just that he's gone through a patch and now he's going
Yep.
to come out of the patch.
I feel like going behind is now right. Well, I can't muck around now because now I am behind.
Yep.
Whereas you can hang on to the points, you can hang on to a lead and be like, well, I'll just do what I've got to do. I'll work it out. I'm still in front. It doesn't matter if I have a bad result because I'm still in front. And now that he's behind, it's like, yep, right. No time to stuff around here.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh, well.
It's one of those interesting times of the race, though. I mean, it's a 4 o'clock, which I love, 4 o'clock start.
Yes, I'll be up
4
for
a.m.
But if you're going to apply chips after practice 1, you need to be up until 2:30 a.m.
I probably will be.
You probably won't be.
I totally. I love Brazil so much.
It is an absolute...
So much.
It's an outstanding one, isn't it? Yep.
I love it so much.
Well, until then, we've got a fan frenzy coming out a little bit later on, do we, Tristan?
I think we do. I think we do, actually. I think we've got a few more comments this weekend.
They'll be coming out a little bit later on, probably on the weekend, and then we'll get into the racing next weekend. Until then, goodbye now.